Hello, this is a helper video for the task for Module 2.2. I'll just walk you through some of the things that you have to do for the task here. Okay, so when we get to the task for Module 2.2, you're going to have to, or you're asked to investigate the effect of the number of folds when we're doing k-fold cross-validation. So we're going to have to open the COLAB document and work with the code a little bit, and I just want to show you how that is done. So in the Files folder for this module, you will find Module 2.2 here. We'll go ahead and open that. Going to want to save that down to your Google Drive. And then we need to sequentially run these chunks of code. Takes a little bit for these things to install. Here's the Leaps package, which I talked about in the notes. Reading in the data. This here is extracting the 2015 data. Here's the initial model building process. So here's using the Leaps package to get those different models. The R-squared plot that I talked about. Just kind of quickly go through this stuff because this is not really part of the task. Here's the final model. And now I want to show you here the cross-validation. The caret package is used for cross-validation, and this is the first time that we will be using this is in Module 2, Part 2. One thing about the caret package is that it's a fairly large package that has many dependencies, and that's pretty common when you're looking at packages in R and also in Python, is that the caret package uses other packages in order for it to work correctly. So here, I'm just giving you a warning that this code chunk right here is going to take a long time to run. In fact, it takes about 4 minutes to run on my computer inside of COLAB. So we're going to go ahead and hit run here, and then you can run to the refrigerator and grab a bite to eat or get a drink or go to the bathroom or whatever, because 4 minutes is going to be a long time if you're sitting here staring at the screen. What I'm actually going to do here is just hit pause on the video, and then I'll come back after it's been loaded. Okay. I am back after that 4-minute install. Again, once I have that caret package installed, then I can use that to do my cross-validation. I'm going to slide down to the end of this COLAB document where I have the information that you're going to need to use to run your, for the task, excuse me. So way down here in the bottom, somewhere I have it here. Okay. What I want you to do for the task is to just vary this number from, it's set at 8 now, but I want you to try 5 and then try 15 as well. So if I have it set at 8, I just need to run this code chunk. Again, your caret package has to be installed here. And here's the output that I get from 8 folds. Here is the outcomes from each of the 8. And then I also created our summary statistics here based on 8 folds. Now, if I want to change this to 5, right, I want to try 5-fold cross-validation instead, I just go back up here and change line 5 to 5. And then I need to rerun these lines of code again. Here you can see these are the outcomes from the 5 folds. Or if you want to get the summary values from the 5-fold cross-validation, you can see here. And then finally I need to change that to 15 as well. So one last time, change that to 15. Run these code chunks. You can see that there's now 15 different folds here. Okay. Now, one thing with 15 different folds is that I do have less and less data in each fold because I'm dividing my data set into 15 different chunks. Now, when you're doing the task, what you're going to be asked to do is to change the number of folds to 5, and then I want you to provide a screenshot of the performance metrics. Okay, so over here, when I was doing, let's change it back to 5 here. So when you're doing this, I want you to provide a screenshot of those performance metrics. Okay. So here, now these are mine, yours are going to be slightly different, but I want you to just take your snipping tool or whatever you use to obtain a screenshot. Grab those and then save them down onto your computer somewhere. Okay, and now when you're doing your task, what you want to do is upload that file. So to upload a file, you need to do 2 things here. First, you need to choose the file. Okay, so let's just take an example one here. That looks like one, or here's, yep, that'll work. Okay, and then once that file is in the hopper, in the bucket, then you need to actually upload it. So it's a 2-step process. And then once you do that, here's my sample output when I was doing a 5-fold cross-validation. For here, I want you to change it to a 15-fold, so I need to go grab the 15-fold. Okay, that screenshot, and then upload it again, and now that will be shown there for you. So when you answer the rest of these questions, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hit submit here, these screenshots will appear in your notes for you. Regarding 4, 5, and 6, and 7 here, these last questions, there is a file called Life Expectancy Predictions. Okay, and these are the predictions based on the final model for all the countries in the world here. Okay, for those last questions, 4, 5, 6, and 7, you're going to want to work with this predicted life expectancy information here. So find the, I think it's the worst country in the world, so you're going to want to search through or sort this list or filter this list for the smallest and the largest. The United States actually doesn't have a predicted life expectancy. I want you to try to figure out why that is the case. So that's just these 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, you get those from the files folder. There's a file called Life Expectancy Predictions there. Okay, that does it then for the helper video for Module 2.2 task. Thank you. Have a good night.